Okay, quiet down, Ultramarines. I'm looking for Agemman? Serious Agemman?
I think you mean me. Severus Agemman, first company captain of the Ultramarines.
Ah, great! Yes, our next video will be all about you. Now, we'll just discuss...
I'm here!
What?
Excuse me, chappie. Oh, you're so small and cute. Apologies, my muscles are so large it's a struggle to get through crowds.
Huh? Whoa!
Oh, hey Tiny. Would you like to move over, chum? If you're looking for first company captain, regent of Ultramar, it is I, Severus Agemman. More badass than Cato, Sir Crappy Ass.
Oh, well, this is awkward. I didn't expect two of you. I guess you'll just have to fight to the death. There can only be one.
Huh? Well,
Hey you scallywags. Today we're having a look at not one, but two Warhammer 40k Joytoy figures based off two different miniature designs of the Ultramarines' first captain, Severus Agemman. The first based off the 7th edition Terminator Captain, which Joytoy marketed as a generic captain and changed his blonde locks to perhaps distance the association with Agemman, maybe with the knowledge that they would eventually release another figure naming Agemman based off the 10th edition Leviathan model. Now, although both minis were marketed as generic captains, they're widely accepted as the first captain of the Ultramarines. We'll take a look at both to find out who is the real Agemman.
Shut up and sit down.
We'll refer to this fella as Firstborn Agemman, who's based off an older miniature design, so proportions are slightly off. Do love the large pauldrons, which unfortunately limits articulation. They are on the plastic rings, but the huge pauldrons does give him a sort of hunchback look of old. This cape here is not really stuck on. Did have the soft goods cape by Maxbird on there, a bit come off all the time. And this loincloth is soft goods. I've removed a few bits there. You'll see in a bit where I've used those. And well, it was good for the time that it came out, but it's not very fun to sort of pose around. The long arms does make it easy to pose, but do look a bit strange, especially when against other Marines. Put this one back in there. And he's got a sort of small torso. The soft goods cape loincloth thing by Maxbird does a lot to hide some of the flaws, especially with the legs, and how thin and small they are. It doesn't look too bad actually, just by himself, and customizers have done a good job with this model in particular, and the others in this generation. New knees there as well. Not a bad figure. It's just again, it does have that old school feel where Terminators look like hulking hunchback monsters. For me, I'm looking for more realism in my figures and posability. He has a storm bolter with just tiny holes. It looks really good. The strap and everything, really like that. And this power sword, which I'm currently using with this Gravis Captain Exterminatus, a bit on the nose. But yeah, quite like the look on this Gravis Captain. Another thing about this model in particular is he has a very large head. So I was using a smaller head previously. This thing as well always pops off, so just be aware of that if you are looking to grab this one. Blue tack to keep this cape in place. Case in point, this thing here. But yeah, if you really like this look, then this Agemman, Firstborn Agemman, will be for you. This big boy is the first of the new 40k Terminators I got in, and I really like his proportions with the small head on the big body. You will notice I have added things on, like this bit here from the first Gravis Captain, this bit from Firstborn Agemman. I just really wanted to bling him up a bit. It's here loincloth from Maxbird, like the chains on there, purity seals here on the softer plastic so it doesn't hinder articulation. Even without the added stuff, I was really enjoying this figure. Added this Ultra from Firstborn Agemman, and I had to remove the scriptures here. It was really hindering my enjoyment of posing. I also added this from Firstborn Agemman. You can still see a bit of the skull underneath. And this bit too, I believe, from Firstborn Agemman. The game changer is the soft goods cape from Maxbird. The plastic one hindered leg articulation there. This is a game changer and really elevates the figure. First thing I do with all my new generation Terminators is make sure articulation is smooth with the arms and the pauldrons, especially, as they can be a bit stiff on some models. I applied a bit of Vaseline to my Agemman in those joints for a smoother experience. And once you do that, then posing these figures around is so much fun. The die-cast joints for the legs are really good, and once you get the arms moving, they move so nicely. And the pauldrons, the way they've utilized the new joint system for the pauldrons is really great, which they should do for all their figures now, I think. I feel now that these Terminator figures are the best Warhammer figures Joytoy are doing at the moment. Better than Primarchs, better than anything out there at the moment. Big Boy Agemman comes with this Storm Bolter, which looks great. I really like it, but doesn't scream Captain to me. Fits in his hand really well. Looks brilliant. We should have had it red instead, like this one. I really like the look of this, but need to Dremel holes in there or find another one. Doesn't quite fit in the hand as well. The finger does not fit through the hole, but can't really make it out from certain angles. He comes with this power sword, which is awesome. Really one of the best, second only to Lehman Russ's power sword, in my opinion. This sword is really awesome. Normally fits in his hand. The hands are pliable, so you can open it up and get the sword in, and it fits in very snug with this particular hand. And there you get the full Agemman look. It's really crazy that these are the chunkiest figures you can get, but they're the most posable, most fun to play about with from the whole line. Again, this soft goods cape really does make things easier and elevates this figure in particular. Now, I'm not the authority on posing figures, far from it, but I see a lot of collectors with pictures where the pauldrons are just kind of out like that, you know, and it just looks a bit odd. Just sort out the pauldrons, you know, when you're doing your posing your pictures. Just give it, you know, you lose the illusion of realism when the pauldrons kind of look weird. Reading up on the lore of Agemman, I really like the inner politics going on. Although Agemman is the first company captain and next in line as chapter master, he's not nearly as beloved as Cato Sicarius, who actually took over from Agemman as second company captain. There are whispers of doubt within the chapter of Agemman's ability to lead the first company, let alone be chapter master. And it's Cato that some feel is a better fit. He's very by the book and is probably the most Ultramarine of the Ultramarines, which is in stark contrast to Cato Sicarius. But he's not a yes man, as if they listen to him, then Guilliman would never have been resurrected. Despite that though, Gilly still chose Agemman as the first of 3 Tetrarchs to govern Konor, tasking him with the expansion of the Ultramarines territory to the galactic north. So who is the real Agemman? He's not as decorated or celebrated as some of his other brothers, and has flaws and losses, but in the grim darkness of the future where there is only war, that's probably as real as you're going to get. So let's finish up by doing a side-by-side comparison. Obviously it's not going to be a fair one, as a few bits have been taken off Firstborn Agemman, and there's a few extra bits on Big Boy Agemman, like with the pauldron here, obviously added a bit with that emblem thing here from the Gravis Captain. And also on here, obviously the aesthetics are similar. Soft goods, looking good here. You're going to choose one for your Agemman. It's really going to be about the look. Which of these looks you like most, or if it's about the articulation, maybe the newer one. Only you can decide. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who is the real Agemman? Is it Firstborn Agemman on the left, or is it Big Boy Agemman on the right? For me, of course, it is the big boy. I'm all about posing and all of that, so he is my choice. If you want to get your own Agemman or any other Joytoy products, please click the link in the description of this video. For my affiliates, we can get money off the Joytoy products and other things. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up. For more content, subscribe, and I'll scale you later.